So Computex 2019 has passed. MSI announced a bunch of brand new gaming laptops. They've also refreshed the MSI GE75 Raider, which I have here on the table right now. Same design as its predecessor, but you can now buy it with the 9th gen processors. Design-wise, exactly the same. Metal lid on the top, plastic on the bottom, red accents to give it a nice gamer vibe. A couple of things to note though. This black anodized aluminum attracts fingerprints like crazy. And it's just not MSI's product, it's any laptop manufacturer using black anodized aluminum. Logo is made out of plastic. It does scratch very easily. If you just simply do this with your fingerprint, you will get scratches on it. Not a big deal, but I thought I'd let you guys know if you buy this laptop, don't touch the logo. Weight-wise, it's under 6 pounds, so it's not too heavy, which is still portable enough that you can take this to work, take this to school, and not feel like you're carrying a desktop PC in your backpack. It's a little bit on the thicker side, but I'd rather it be a little bit thicker than a little bit heavier. For ports on the left-hand side, you have your Noble Lock, RJ45 port, HDMI, mini display port, USB 2.0, USB Type-C, this is not Thunderbolt 3, headphone jack, and your microphone jack. On the right-hand side, you have 2 more USB 3.0 ports, full-size SD card slot, and of course your barrel connector to keep this thing charged. Now this one does use a 180 watt power supply. If you move up to the 2070 or 2080, you're gonna have to carry a 280 watt power supply. Now once you're in, there's a lot to be upgraded. You have 2 RAM slots. This one comes with 16 gigabytes, but this can be spec'd up all the way to 64. This is dual channel. You have 2 slots for an SSD or M2 SSD. One is already filled, which gets good read and write speeds, and you have a second empty slot right here. Now here's the beauty of this thing. Because it's a 17-inch model, you also have space for a 2.5-inch drive. You can put a regular hard drive in here or put in a 2.5-inch SSD. Now the one area that this laptop kind of falls short on is the battery life. This is only a 51 watt-hour battery, so don't expect good battery life from this product. This is a gaming laptop first, everything else second. The display is 17 inches, full HD, 144 Hz, doesn't support G-Sync, but it's color accurate enough that I'd be comfortable editing a photo on this. Gaming wise, the contrast levels look good. Games look absolutely awesome on this laptop. Now, they've also done a few things. They've thinned out the bezels around the side to give it a sleeker look. You still have the 720p potato camera on top. This is something you're not going to be using to stream gameplay. It's something that is there for the sake of being there, but if you want to use it, at least you have it. Sound is coming out of 4 speakers on the bottom. You have 2 subwoofers, and then you have 2 speakers, giving you very loud speakers when you're gaming. They do sound pretty crispy. The highs are nice. Doesn't have the most bass, and there's a little bit of an echo effect because we're on the bottom of the laptop. Performance is where this thing really shines. Like I said, this is the 9750H, and I have the RTX 2060. And out of every RTX 2060 I've tested so far, this one happens to be the fastest. They've done a good job with its performance. It boosts up when it should, especially during gameplay. However, it does suffer under benchmarks. Now, when you are gaming, there was never any issues with drop frames or inconsistencies. The fluidity of the experience was always top notch. Heat management was kind of interesting though, because surface temperatures on the deck were absolutely amazing, like 44 to 46 degrees Celsius, where other gaming laptops sometimes hit over 50. The one area it did kind of suffer though is gameplay itself. It does boost up to its full potential when you are gaming, but the CPU does get a little bit hot. I'm seeing it consistently enter the 90s, go back down, enter the 90s again, and that has some cause for concern for longevity. Now, when I do benchmarks, I am seeing slightly lower CPU temps, but the CPU itself is power throttling. Even though you're getting 45 watts, the CPU is being reduced down to 2.6 or even 2.2. Now, under full load, when the laptop is managing the situation itself, you're getting around 51 decibels, but when you press the fan button on the keyboard, it gets really loud, over 61 decibels, which is definitely on the louder side. Keyboard, you've seen this before from MSI, partnership with SteelSeries. I like this keyboard. It feels very comfortable to type on, fantastic for gaming, and most importantly, it is really quiet. You do get a full-size numeric keypad, you have per key RGB lighting, overall a pretty solid keyboard. Touchpad, not the best. It's definitely made out of plastic. Windows Precision drivers, but it's not the most accurate touchpad I've used. So here's the bottom line. The MSI GE75 Raider offers a lot of performance. There's a lot of great things about this laptop, from its weight to its design. It's not perfect. It could use some slight adjustments in the thermal department, but overall it provides a very solid package. Anyways, that wraps up this review. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.